with Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, Nina.
Hi.
And Creme of Nature, Taylor Thomas. Hi. Hello, everyone. Well, I'm Heather Cummings, CEO, founder of CurlKit, and I will be, in the sense, moderating, but more or less making sure this show goes smoothly. And we will be presenting CurlTalk, is our weekly CurlTalk video, where we get people from the brands, behind the scenes, everything that, we want to know beyond just the product. And so Beautiful Brown Baby Doll will be hosting and doing her wonderful social media style of introducing Taylor and connecting us and learning more about the Creme of Nature line. So as I fade away, I'm going to hand over the mic to Nina, Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, to go ahead and get this show on the road.
Yay!
Check in, guys. Tell us where you're from. Get in. Okay. Let's get involved. Let's get engaged.
Okay.
All right. Guess what?
Well, hey, everybody.
We got prizes. We got a lot of stuff. So go ahead.
I know.
Take it over.
We are so excited to be here. And hey, Nicole. And I know. And I know many of you all, I've been here a couple times. I'm Dr. Nina Ellis Hervey, or Beautiful Brown Baby Doll of YouTube. And I am here again with an amazing CurlTalk, and tonight with Taylor Anise. And did I say Anise right?
Yes.
Okay. We're with Taylor Anise, and she is more than just beautiful. I'm going to have her talk about herself and the things that she has going on before we get into the questions tonight.
All right. Well, my name is Taylor Anise. I am Taylor Anise on YouTube as well as Instagram. I actually started working with Creme of Nature maybe a few months ago, and it has been great. The products are just awesome. And my favorite is the apple cider vinegar rinse, but we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, so I focus mainly on makeup, but because so many people love my natural hair, I'm trying to, I guess, transition into giving a little more information as to what I use. And that's what we're going to do today. And I'm excited.
Yay. I'm excited too. I'm so excited. So guys,
your questions, we will have a Q&A at the end. Don't forget to do that.
Yes, please do. And we love, y'all know how we do around here. We are having a conversation. So make sure you send up your questions, and we will definitely make sure that in between our questions and answers, we get to as many of your questions as we can. So Taylor, I'm going to go ahead and start with some of the questions that we can both answer. So I'm going to ask you first, which of the Creme of Nature products in the August CurlKit gave your hair the most extraordinary results?
Okay, so my favorites are what I just said, the ACV rinse. And this right here really just clarifies your hair and the scalp, and it restores the natural pH. And one of the things that people are, I guess, are messing up on, I guess I should say, is they're using this first instead of after shampooing. So that's something that I wanted to make sure that I got on here and say to you guys, is that make sure that you're using this after you shampoo, because that's how you get the best results. And then after I use this, I go in with the curl enhancing cream, and that's how I get my ringlets to pop. So I don't do any twisting or anything. I kind of just put the products in my hand and then just work it like this and then apply it to my hair, just all over. So those two are my favorites, and that's what gave me the best results. So I'm happy.
Wonderful. And I know, Taylor, the other day we kind of about some of our favorites. And I know well, we talked about just the products overall. And I know I love all of the conditioners, the shampoos. I've been using Creme of Nature since they were in the green bottles. It was hard for me to let go. Like when I saw her on, all of their line, they'll say their intense repair conditioner is great for a deep leave-in. And usually I just add a little bit of oil and leave it on my hair. My hair feels like butter when it's time to detangle. So if y'all are sleeping on Creme of Nature, then y'all sleeping. And I'm going to need for y'all to wake up. So thank you. Thank you for those instructions on how to use the products as well, because I know sometimes we get excited and we don't read the products and then we get mad at them, but we're not using them correctly. So thank you for that.
Yeah, believe it or not, I think I did that the first time when I used it. I did it first, but when I did it after my shampoo the second time, I noticed a huge difference.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. See? So we learned something today, y'all. Follow your directions. I know me. I don't read directions on stuff. I just do it how I think it's supposed to be done. But definitely read the directions and instructions, especially as Creme of Nature is building a lot of different products now that really cater to different hair types. So it's really good to read to see what might work for you, what might be best for you, and what's going to work best into your regimen, right?
Right.
So I'm going to move on to our next question. And Taylor, I know you would be able to answer this well. What other Creme of Nature products is best to use along with the Curl Activator Cream to help the ladies completely achieve defined and smooth curls?
Well, I think that along with the Curl Activating Cream, which I actually held up the wrong one, this is the Curl Activating Cream. But if you use the Curl Enhancing Cream, which I've used in a video on my Instagram page, I mixed these two together. And it gave that strong hold without having my hair super crunchy. So I really like that. So I would recommend using the enhancing cream as well as the and you're going to be looking awesome.
Yes. And I'm going to piggyback. And it's not just for those who wear their hair out as well. I think it's also great for us. Like, I know me, I'm a protective styler because this stuff right here, Lord knows I'm 2 seconds away from another big chop. But I love that I can put those same products in my hair and it maintains moisture and it also maintains hold without having to put too much product. And I know I'm also going to say something else that works well with is that edge control gel. Edge control. Do you have the travel one, honey? The one you can travel with and put on?
Yeah, it's like a lip gloss.
Yes.
You know what? That was such a great idea for Creme of Nature to come up with that. I would have never thought of that. But it's just like a little lip gloss applicator. You slick it on there.
Yes, don't make me go in my bathroom. But I was so excited about that thing. Actually, I have it on my little edges today, but I was so happy to see something so simple that makes application easy and it keeps them.
Right.
Hey, Kayla. Hey, Tiana. I saw a couple people come in, and I want to make sure we say hello to you guys. And Creme of Nature is coming in. Perfect Edges is amazing for on the go. Yes, they are. Oh my God. It's something so simple.
What's even great, the reason why I love it so much is because edge control sometimes when it's super humid outside, it can give up on you. So having it with you so you can reapply it, that's the best thing.
And also have all the questions that come when people see you pulling it out.
Yeah.
So it's like, what you doing, girl? You like, hold on, let me just hit it right here. But it's fashionable, it's cute, and it's easy.
Right.
So that's what I really enjoy about it. So I'm glad we can share that. See, that makes me feel so good. Those little things in life. So thank you, Creme of Nature, for that.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to ask you, Taylor, and I'll talk about this too, recommend the must-have Creme of Nature products that are best to include in your regular hair care regimen.
Well, it's in my bathroom, but one of my favorite products, I think you touched on it earlier, is the Ultra Moisturizing Conditioner. It's the mango one. It smells phenomenal. And look, they said the activator. I think all of Creme of Nature products, that's another thing, is that they all smell good. But I love the conditioner because it's like my hair just slips, like I'm just sliding through, and my hair is that thick 4C hair. So to have something to where I can just really get in there and detangle my hair. And then another thing that I really like about it is that you can add heat to it and it becomes a deep conditioner. So I love that. That is my favorite must-have product from Creme of Nature.
Oh, good. Yes, those conditioners. You cannot go wrong with a Creme of Nature conditioner.
Right.
And I can say again, I ain't gonna tell y'all how many years back I go with Creme of Nature, but I can remember my mother using it on my hair even when I was a little girl. And like you said, with different hair types, and Tracy, you're right, the activator smells great. All their products smell great, like you said, Taylor, without having that overpowering scent too.
Right.
I feel that it leaves a nice scent, but it's not too overpowering. But what I was going to say too is that any of their conditioners, I noticed you can change into your needs. So if you need a deep conditioner, you can. Like I said, I'm guilty of leaving some Creme of Nature in the head with a little bit of oil for a couple of hours, and my hair is so slick, so good and slippery. The other thing I will say is I've used Creme of Nature at different hair lengths, and now I'm back to at least mid-back length. And my hair is just fine with the conditioners, the shampoos. I've never experienced the, I don't know if you experienced this, Taylor, but I get like sometimes film on my hair with some different shampoos, and I don't experience that with Creme of Nature. The shampoo comes out of my hair without stripping my hair. And like you, I have some 4C hair. I have a mixture of hair textures in my head. The fact that it can penetrate all of that is very impressive. So I don't think you can go wrong with any of the lines with their conditioners.
And you know what? Another thing about the conditioner is that when it's in the summertime, you can actually put on some of that conditioner when you're getting ready to go swimming. And I think it protects my hair from getting that chlorine damage. So that's another thing. So I love Creme of Nature conditioner.
Well, the other thing is it ain't hurting your purse. That's another thing.
Walmart, Walgreens,
Yes.
Don't have to worry about it breaking the bank.
And Nicole Marie Melton, she said, I agree, Nina. The slip is awesome. It really helps with detangling and moisture. Yes. Yep. It does. It does. And sometimes I feel like my hair is just wanting for it. Like, you can try a lot of other things, but I often end up going back to Creme of Nature because it's simple, like, and it's easy to pick up. I don't have to worry about not being able to find it. So if you all want to know more about where to find it, of course, you can go to Creme of Nature's website. Make sure you're following all of their social media. And also check your neighborhood stores, Walmart, Sally's, different places like that. I've not gone to many places and not being able to see their products. And Nicole says again here, great point, Taylor, as far as the swimming. Conditioner before the pool will help protect from harsh chlorine. Swimming mom here, and it saved me this summer. Yay! So yay again. Yay again.
Hey, Kim from Queens. I love New York.
Yes, I do too. I love New York. And Vanessa said it's time for her to try. Girl, where you been?
Yeah, it's time.
Go ahead.
But it's never too late. Never too late.
Yes. And Nicole is telling you where to purchase it as well, Vanessa. You can purchase it at Walmart. You can purchase it in different stores as well. Walmart, any beauty supply. I don't think I've been to any beauty supply that does not have Creme of Nature, no matter where it is.
Yeah, and they have the entire line, everything. But look, Summer, she's saying that she misses what you miss, the green.
See, Summer, I didn't want to tell everybody, but yes, I held on to one of those bottles for the longest until I could not. Until it was like, okay, you can't keep putting water in here trying to prolong the use of this. But I did. I love that bottle with the green on it. It was just, I don't know, it was everything. But the contents of the new ones are great as well. So don't get it twisted. I think a lot of times when people change packaging, we expect for the product quality to go down. But I can say with Creme of Nature, that did not happen. That did not happen. So I'm going to move on to our next question, but I want to make sure that you guys do follow Taylor Anise _ at Taylor Anise on her YouTube and on Instagram, and myself as well at BeautifulBrwnBabyDol across social media.
Check us out.
So please check us out and follow Creme of Nature and follow CurlKit. Okay.
Stay up to date with all their new products that they're coming out in with the future. and all of their meetups and all of their natural hair expos, all of that. You want to make sure you're right on top, because a lot of times there they have sales.
Yes. Yes.
Sure,
and we just talked about them purse strings. We like to keep them as close as possible. And the deals are always Raisa? Alexis Penn? She said the deals are always awesome at the hair shows here in Atlanta. Look forward to that each year. Yes. Yes. They always make it fun. I was just there in Nashville and at the Dollar General Day of Beauty, and Creme of Nature was giving away full-size products. So that's how I got 2 perfect edges on the go, okay? So I was
you follow them so you get in and where you need to go.
Yes, where you need to go. And Tashore, I wanted to see that comment again from Tashore because I wanted to read that. But we'll make sure. I've never used Creme of Nature line. I just received my second CurlKit and got some Creme of Nature products, so I'm really excited to try. Girl, go ahead and go in the bathroom. Wait until after our CurlTalk. But I'm going to need for you to go ahead and try that out so you can see what we're talking about.
I'm pretty sure this came in, so make sure that you try this out because this is my favorite, the ACV rinse. It's really going to make sure that your scalp is super clean, so make sure you try this.
Yay! And we all need clarifying, especially now that the season is about to change. Sometimes your hair needs a refresh. It needs a restart. So it's the perfect time to do this. Creme of Nature says that you can lay those edges too. So the perfect edges, we recommend using a dime-sized amount directly on the hairline and smoothing in with your paddle brush. You can also lay your edges with the scarf to lay them down. I also own a Creme of Nature scarf. I was hoping I had brought it in here. But yeah, I love that scarf too. But yeah, lay your hair down with that scarf for a few minutes and you are good to go.
Right.
And I'm a workout queen. So for me to use it today and still be, and I live in Houston. I can get away with this in Houston.
Right. Yeah. Memphis too. We got that humidity.
Wait a minute, Taylor, you from Memphis? Okay, see, we're gonna have to talk another time. But I grew up part of my life in Fraser, so I know about Memphis too. Yes, honey. I just had a family reunion there 3 weeks ago. But
my assistant just brought me my Creme of Nature.
Oh, see? I love that scarf. I love it.
This is what I use every night to go to bed, and it's silk, so it keeps your hair from breaking off with the cotton pillowcases. So if you don't have a silk scarf, make sure you pick one up. And of course, I gotta rep my Creme of Nature when I go to sleep.
Yes, and it makes you feel cute instead of just the common scarf that you wear. So. But yes, shout out to the apple cider vinegar rinse. I love Nicole Marie Milton is in here schooling us. Yeah, apple cider vinegar rinse is so good. I used it in my kinky twist last week, and my scalp feels awesome. See, I've been using it on protective styles.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. When I get my braids, I'm gonna use that in my scalp.
Yes. Okay, and I have a few more questions for us to answer, Taylor. I think we answered that one. We're excited to hear about some of the Creme of Nature's upcoming events, and I just wanted to make sure we mention these before we get into our Q&A with our audience. But Ubiquitous Expo, August 26th and 27th, is happening in Washington, D.C. So make sure that you check out Creme of Nature if you're in the D.C. area on the 26th and 27th. Please make sure that you get on their website. Also follow their social media so you can keep up to date with their appearances, where they'll be, their booth, all of that, to make sure that you're able to find out more about them. And you can find their ad right there. And Creme of Nature said they are super excited to be there. Super excited. I love DC too. So super excited that they're going there. So make sure that you all check them out. Taylor, did you have anything coming up before we get into some of the audience questions?
I actually don't, but New York City Fashion Week. I would love to. I could. Yeah, it sounds fun.
Fashion Week, that does sound fun. That sounds a lot of fun. We are also heading to New York City Fashion Week for Texture on the Runway on September 7th. Awesome. And we will be at Finding Ashley Stewart Bomb as well.
New York City
on September 16th. So they're going to be up in New York repping.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Hey, Creme of Nature, they want you to come to Chicago.
Yes. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Y'all might need to hit up St. Louis, too. That's my actual hometown. But I know they would be happy to have y'all there. Dallas, too. Yes, Dallas would be happy. Houston, too. So,
yeah.
I wanted to also make sure that, audience, before we get into your questions again, that you all are following CurlKit, Creme of Nature, Taylor Anise, BeautifulBrwnBabyDol. Make sure you keep up with all of our posts and all of our happenings and things that are coming up. And also make sure that you share this broadcast with and family so that they can learn more about the Creme of Nature products and the CurlKit brands. And make sure that you know more about what's to come. So I want to make sure that we open up the floor just a little while. We have about, 10 minutes for our audience to ask us a few questions or a few comments. I just want to make sure we get to some of you all's input tonight.
About anything.
Yeah, about anything, yes. Don't feel like you have to limit it to just one thing. So whatever you all have a question about, please fire away. Or any comments.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I want you guys to make sure that you try out the ACV rinse.
Oh, any tips on using the edge control? So not good with it.
Well, I would say make sure that you're first using the extra hold version because they have multiple. So extra hold to make sure that it stays a lot longer. And like Creme of Nature said earlier in it, make sure that when you apply it, you brush it down and then apply a scarf for a few minutes. Mm-hmm. That'll help to try to keep it laid down for a longer period of time. And another thing is that I used to have a edge straightener. So if you want to like straighten your edges a little bit, like cut it on, don't put it on too high of a heat, and then put on the edge control, that keeps it straight a lot longer as well.
Mm-hmm. And here's another trick. So all of those work really well. And another trick I learned last week, I had my hair braided when I was in Nashville. And the young lady used edge control and she used a small tooth comb, not to comb all the way through my hair, but to comb through the edge and then braid it. And them edges was laid. If you want to see it, go on my Instagram, see my video from last week on clearing up cellulite. And my edges were laid. Lots of y'all asked questions, and that was how she did it. She used a small tooth comb. She took the edge control and she kind of combed it through the edge and then braided. And that caused the edges to lay even more. And I didn't even wear a scarf after that. And that's not my forte. I usually have to wear a scarf after. There's lots of ways.
She wants to know how to protect her hair after color. I used to color my hair a lot in high school. And one thing that really helped was that I made sure that I deep condition my hair every week. That's something that you want to make sure that you do because when you color it, it kind of makes it a lot drier. Mm-hmm. So make sure you're deep conditioning as well as try not to use as much heat. So that's how you protect your hair too. And another thing is that when you go outside, I would say not to coat your hair with oils because when it's super hot outside and you're putting oil on top of that, that can kind of fry your hair in a sense. So try to keep the oils out and using more of a butter or something like a cream, like the Curl Enhancing Cream or anything like that that doesn't have like a strong oil base. Mm-hmm. So those three things I think would really help keeping your hair protected while it's colored.
Yeah. Yes, and another thing I'll add, I think all of those are great. Another thing that I would say is I used to color my hair black. I don't color my hair anymore, but a lot of people assume even with black dye that you don't have a lot of upkeep to do when you actually do. So I would say you would still need to follow all of those things and make sure too that you're protective styling as much as you can. I know you want to wear your hair out as much as you can, but that's one of the prices we pay with coloring our hair because it depletes the moisture and the retention of moisture. So make sure that you're protective styling when you can, and save those out styles for your warmer days, your more humid days, and the days where your hair can actually get moisture from the air. So definitely. We have another question about moisture retention while we're talking about moisture, Taylor. Is there anything you could say about moisture retention?
Yes, and I feel like it's going to contradict what I just said. But I hear a lot about the LOC method, the lock method, using the liquid oil cream, and it really helps with certain hair textures to start with a liquid, whether it's water, or it could even be aloe vera juice, or you could do, and then right after that, using an oil. I think grapeseed oil is a thin oil that you can use next. And then the cream, using the curl enhancing cream from Creme of Nature, or using any kind of cream that you have at home that's for natural hair. I think that is a great way for moisture retention. But this one right here is, I like this one because it gives you that hold as well as moisturizing. So it does a lot with making your curls pop. So
yes. Yes. Another thing is using a moisturizing shampoo, and all of Creme of Nature's shampoos are very moisturizing. And I know that sounds weird, but again, I'll mention that my hair does not feel stripped after using them because of the lack of sulfates and the lack of other things that can dry your hair out. The other thing is deep conditioning. Deep conditioning is important. And another thing I do, and some people might frown upon this, is I leave a little conditioner in my hair when I rinse my hair out. Yeah. Mainly because sometimes I'm able to seal that in with just a little bit of oil, so it acts as my kind of my cream base, and also I add a little bit of oil, and then I usually through the week have to retouch with water. And I find that reactivating the conditioner actually helps me retain moisture. So it's just going to depend on, too. We're giving you tips, but you're going to have to play around with your hair. But definitely use some of those Creme of Nature products because they really, really promote moisture retention.
And you know what? It's something back here in my background. Let me go back here. Is the Creme of Nature co-wash. This is another thing for moisture retention, is if you kind of, maybe not every time shampoo, you want to use a co-wash instead, and it really gets your hair, it gets rid of the product buildup, and you're also moisturizing your hair at the same time, like a conditioner would. So I use this. It's, I use this.
Definitely. And we have Nikki Johnson that asked about there being a lighter product of choice that retains moisture without weighing your hair down. Taylor, was there anything you could think of specifically?
Let's see. I know when I used to use, I don't know if it's lighter, but the Creme of Nature oil treatment, it really helped my hair be moisturized, but it didn't have, like, it felt like something was on my hair. It did have, when you feel it, it had that slip to it, but I really like that because it made my hair very soft and touchable. But as far as lighter, I would say going with maybe just argan oil from Creme of Nature. They have an argan oil, and if you just put a little bit in your hand and rub it together, it's lighter than the oil treatment. So rub your hands together and just add a little bit to your hair. I think that will help as well.
Yes. And I mean, again, I'm going to say I'm probably a little bit biased. But I haven't experienced product buildup when using the straight Creme of Nature product line. And like you said, cutting it even with some oils or things like that, when you do your conditioners and things like that, does not leave my hair weight down. And though I protect the style a lot, I still don't like to see film and buildup. And so if you're really just conditioning, I think that intense repair conditioner or using any of the topical products like the butters, those are not going to weigh your hair down. So I think all of those are going to be good choices when retaining moisture and not wanting to weigh your hair down.
Right.
So, yeah. So I saw a few other comments. I heard somebody say that Creme of Nature is the bomb.com. That's what we've been saying. Oh, and Creme of Nature said for lightweight moisture, the argan oil and I I want to make sure I saw that. The argan oil. And thank you, Kim. Argan buttermilk is very light moisturizing.
Okay.
Yes. So that would be a good alternative for you. And Sonia says she can't wait to receive her first order. I'm sure you cannot, and I can't wait for you either. And Donna said, I always refer to this brand to someone who is looking for a way to moisturize their hair.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. And again, without breaking the bank.
Right.
Break the bank.
Find it at Walmart, always low prices.
Yes. Yes. So I want to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for your questions, your comments. Make sure that you are following Creme of Nature, following CurlKit, following Taylor Anise. Make sure you're following me, Beautiful Brown Baby Doll or Dr. Nina across social media. I want to say thank you all for coming to talk with us. And thank you, Donna. You look amazing too, girl. I like that picture.
So much. Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole. And we love you guys. Make sure that you tune in for the Curl Talks to come. And it's been a wonderful evening. Thank you, Nicole, for being so interactive with us. Thank you, Creme of Nature, for being so interactive with us. And I know Heather is on the back end, the founder and CEO of CurlKit, but she is a bomb, and she opened us. So hey,
hi guys, I'm back. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure doing this Curl Talk. I learned a lot. Literally, I was like back here, like, oh my god. I'm always a student. I always like to I feel like I'm always part of, though I'm on the business side in beauty, I'm like, I'm a student. I like to absorb, I'm never perfect in everything. So this was an awesome Curl Talk. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too.
I really
share this. Please share this. If you catch the replay, you'll definitely get a lot of great tips. This was a definite worth hearing and taking a little half hour just to like check out what Creme of Nature has to share and offer. So thank you so much, Taylor. Thank you so much, Nina. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. I just want to just plug in that we are going to be having another Curl Talk next week with Isaac West. He's a wonderful photographer. I don't know if you guys saw our August CurlKit with the wonderful diversity of women on the cover. He was a photographer. He has so much to share about beauty, diversity, especially with women of natural hair texture and brown skin. And that will be with Donna Moody, aka here today, aka Hair Bun Queen. She will be the host. So I just wanted to throw that plug in there. But I really appreciate this great Curl Talk. So thank you guys for being part of this. I really look forward to many more. All right, guys. Have a good night. Take care.
Good night.
Bye. Bye.